Recently, people online have been talking about the concept of unskilled labor. Many leftists have been claiming that there is no such thing as unskilled labor, and that it is nothing but a justification of terrible wages. As you would expect, conservatives and many liberals are arguing against this idea. So, I am here to share with you what I think is the right take on this issue. My take is the following. Most labour requires, or is at least aided by, some degree of skill. Relative to other forms of labour, however, some labour is low skill, or if you prefer, we could call it lower skill. Lower skill is probably a better name than unskilled. It is just a fact not all jobs require the same degree of skill. This is why some jobs take years and years of training, while others can be performed to an adequate standard after a few weeks of experience. Higher skill professions are not always but often things where a mistake can have more serious consequences, meaning a higher degree of skill is necessary to protect against the risks of a mistake. Some jobs require more skill than others. This is an obvious reality, and anyone who denies it is probably dabbling in a bit of mindless contrarianism. The fact that some labour is lower skill does not justify terrible wages. Lower skill some jobs may be, but often they are absolutely essential to society and a foundation of the larger economy. Because people have to work in these positions, it is moral common sense that they should be paid what they need to live a good life. Being in these jobs is not the sign of failure that some people seem to think it is. People will always have to work these jobs, and these jobs are very important. If someone has to work in these jobs, it is only fair they can work in them and live good lives. It would be highly immoral to acknowledge countless people have to fill low-skill jobs to prop up the economy, while refusing to give those people what they need to live decent lives. Anyone with a sense of justice thinks people who work full-time should be paid enough to live a good life, regardless of what job they work, and regardless of the skill required. Some work is lower skill than other work, but that is not an adequate justification of terrible wages, and it never will be. People have to do these jobs, and these jobs are important. If we have any sense of right and wrong, we understand that these people should be paid what they need, not just to survive, but to live a good life worth living.